Hello, this is Paul again. And as I've stated before, I am teaching classes at the First Church of the Brethren. And in 12 short lessons, I am able to teach people how to use the basics of Windows. And what we learn in there with Windows XP also pertains to other newer versions of Windows. So if you're with Windows 8, yes, the things that we cover there is also true. Now, one thing I do want to mention here in this 10th lesson, we have on our schedule to talk about printers. And when I brought it up in the lately, the biggest question was, what printer do I suggest to be best? And the truth is, well, if you go into Staples or in Office Max, you'll see an entire several rows of printers to choose from. And what I told everybody there is you need to look at the printer of your interest and also look and see how much it costs to get the ink, because it is the consumables that really cost. You can get a good deal on a printer that will meet your needs and not be able to pay for the ink that it requires. So pay attention to what you're going to get. Another thing is, might even be a good idea to sit down and ask yourself and write down the results of what does it, what kind of a printer do you need? What do you want it to do? There are many attractive printers that are out there, and several different brands that really stand out. But do you have to get everything that is included? Are you going to use a fax? Or it doesn't matter if there's a fax there or not? See, there are printers that are out there to meet your specific needs, and if you only get that printer, then you're going to be able to save some money. You can only do this by writing it down and sticking to your guns, because you might have somebody go in there and you might even see something very attractive that will make you sway from that kind of a decision. But what I do suggest is to take that list with you and really decide what you're going to do with your printer and what you expect out of it. I have put together a display here of different printers to realize what the different capabilities are and what to expect out of them. I do not include the prices of the ink. However, I do mention the prices of the printer. Remember, the price of the printer is a one-time charge. That is your major investment. And what happens is that when you get your printer home, they have a set of starter cartridges just to get you going, and you will be able to replace the cartridges very quickly, because you're going to be using it. You're going to try out some new things with it. You might even use it for printing some pictures, but this will deplete your ink very quickly. So with that in mind, take a look at some of these pictures of different printers that I have for you. The first printer I want to show you is an Epson. As you can see, this is an all-in-one printer. It has great features for printing and also being able to plug in a USB plug and be able to print pictures from it. Other slots I'm not sure is in there, but this is very economical for what it's able to do at the price of $89, and you'll be able to get this from online at that price.
However, this is also a savings with $40 or $41 if you add on to that, and you'll realize what the actual price of $139 come to. This is fast print speed, smallest footprint in its class. It's got a 2.5-inch LCD, and that LCD is pictured there as a small screen on the panel that comes out, and it is a little bit to the center and to the left, and be able to see what the functions are. Print and scan anywhere with Epson Connect. And that means that it is featuring something that is very common for very many printing companies, is that they feature a website where you use an email address and be able to make prints at home and have them waiting for you when you get home. It features also wireless networking, which is known as Wi-Fi, and also Ethernet networking, which is set up through a hub on your home-based network system. Such a system is featured when you are connected to the web. I would like to draw your attention to this Brother printer, and it prints up to 27 pages per minute. It has a built-in wireless and Ethernet network interface. It will do automatic duplex printing for two-sided documents. It is adjustable for 250 sheet capacity of paper. That is a half a ream. Now, for the duplexing and doing multiple copies, it does have 32 megabytes of memory. These are the basic standing, and this is a printer that is valued at $92 as we get it brand new. And as a used unit, it has held its value. People are still selling it for the same price that they bought it. It is also refurbished for almost the same price. There is very little savings between a new one and a refurbished printer. And what these prices are suggesting is that it's a very reliable printer. We have a Brother printer that is pretty old, but still works very well at our church. It does not have all the capabilities that it is mentioning here. For example, it does not do any duplexing. And duplexing is taking each sheet on individual basis and printing on both sides, which eliminates the chance of paper jamming. So this is quite an upgrade, and at the price of $100, you can say that this is a responsible price for a decent printer. What it doesn't have is it does not have any kind of copying. You will not copy with this machine. You will not do any faxing or any of those kind of features. It's a reliable printer that is going to be just for printing from your computer. Epson has been a long time standing of a good printer for in the home. And with this printer, they also offer economy. There is a good price list on here for $69. It's a $100 printer that you can get it for almost $70. And ordering it online, it'll even be sent to you free of shipping. So there is some good savings. This Epson Expression Home XP400 wireless all-in-one color inkjet printer, copier, scanner, prints from tablet and smartphone, AirPrint compatible. This is a full-featured printer with one exception. It will not fax. This is a small in-one design, easy wireless printing, card slots for taking it out of your camera, plugging them into your printer, and it'll print out some excellent pictures. Mobile device printing, which they're doing, a lot of companies are doing this now, that you'll be able to use a email address to send things to your printer. And at the price of $69.99, which they are brand new, you are able to get a $100 printer. And Epson has been excellent, has given me good service until I got to the volume that I'm doing. It's not necessarily a printer that you would use in an office sense or in a business. It will be not for large volume. If you use it for large volume, these printers that I am showing you, all of them, will wear out very quickly and will be needed for a replacement. I now turn your attention to a Canon. This printer has a built-in automatic two-sided printing. Here we go with duplexing, which helps the environment and can cut your paper usage by up to 50% by using both sides of the paper. Uh, the duplexing capabilities of these printers is a definite advantage. And when you have a larger document, you can really appreciate it that you don't have to carry as many papers around in your portfolio or what you're having to use. With this, we also have AirPrint enabled, which means that you can print from anywhere and use your email address as it is addressed to your printer. You can do this from your iPad or any device that you take mobile. This model MG3220 has no drivers needed when you do this over the web because it goes directly to your printer. When using such capabilities over the web, it is the manufacturer that supplies all the drivers that is needed. My Image Garden software makes organizing and printing your photos fun and easy with great facial recognition, fun filters, calendar organization, automatic layout suggestions, and so much more. This is extra software that comes with the printer, and be able to make a document using your pictures that will be attractive. Fast font features make it easy to change both ink and paper right from the front of the printer. And as you could see with all of the printers that we've been looking at so far has been feeding paper from the front. A tray that opens up in the front, or it's a direct feed. This is a printer that is available for $56, and there is one that is available used for $69. So the value of this printer is quite a bit more than what we are mentioning for the price that is available as I see it. Uh, you might consider this printer if you are not looking for a copier, if you are not looking for faxing, but it is very flexible for basic printing. And of course, they are very much improved on the image quality for what is coming out. That we are now getting pictures that are printed what was comparable to in the past, which you took film to a developer and had prints made there. You're now getting it from your printer. I now turn your attention to another printer that is very economic. a very low price for a brand new machine comes to $28. And it's a very good solution if all you need is some printing. It could be in black and white or color, as all printers so far that we've been looking at has been color capabilities. You can print your pictures uh, your from your computer and be able to have them come out very nicely on your printer. Take notice that the paper does feed from the back, so it's gravity fed. Um, One thing about this printer is that it does not have a Wi-Fi capability, so you're going to make use of a USB connection, and it's designed to trim a lot of fat, a lot of extras that you get in so many other printers. It features good quality, or they say great quality. And with original ink, they always will encourage you to use their own ink for the best printing needs. And in many cases, when you use the original brand, you might get a few more pages out of your ink, which is the consumable that you need to consider. You'll be printing before you know it because it's a plug and play installation. And the HP DeskJet 1000 printer features straightforward controls. It holds 60 pages of paper in the feeder in the back, and the front tray will hold 25 sheets. So if you're doing any number of sheets that goes more than that, be ready to take the paper out of the printer from the front so that it won't jam up. This is a very economical way to have some very good printing, and HP has been very good with their support on all of their machines. We have another printer from Canon, and it is a very inexpensive feature. Very straightforward with your printing capabilities. We do not have a copier. We do not have a fax or a scanner. We don't have a lot of bells and whistles, but it is a good basic printer. This Canon PIXMA MG2120 color photo printer it does have a scanner and a copier, so it is a little bit more upscale than what we were talking before, but it does remain to be very economical at a price tag of about $30. Now, one thing that might be very attractive is that you can have one shipped to you that is used for about 15 bucks. So this could be a good answer to your printing needs. Has a hybrid ink system that utilizes black ink for crisp text and color dye ink for beautiful photos. They're bragging on their ink again, where it's bringing out good quality. This is a very inexpensive printer that does have a couple card slots on it to be able to print 4x6 borderless printing of photographs. So this could be an answer for a very inexpensive way to have some kind of printing capabilities from your computer. Moving back up the scale for a quality printer, we're looking at a Lexmark again. This is a multifunctional printer which features printing, copy, scanning, and a fax. This is with all the bells and whistles in it that it has to offer. It does feature duplexing, and not only that, it will duplex with a scan. It will also duplex on a copy, which means that you don't have to put in your materials to be copied twice to get both sides if it's necessary. There is a optional high yield cartridges, as many of the printers we've been talking about. It has Ethernet and wireless networking, which means that we have the connection with the Ethernet cords or network cord, and also has the capabilities for Wi-Fi. I don't have a price on this, but I estimate that it could be getting up to maybe 75, 80 to $100. We're going up our scale again, but be sure to get a printer that is going to meet your personal needs. Don't buy more than what is necessary. Looking to Brother again, we're going to feature a couple high-speed printers now. We're looking at a capability that will give you 32 pages per minute. Also, it features duplexing, printing on both sides. And the only thing that takes it so long to print is that it will pause to dry the ink before it goes back into the printer and be able to print on both sides of your paper. This is Brother HL5340D. D stands for duplexing, high speed, laser print with duplex. So I'd like to take back where it would wait for the drying of the ink, because as a laser it is using toner instead of ink. And toner will be heated in the printer and kind of cooked onto the paper, so it's instantly dry and will not smear. And that could be an issue for you, having prints being made that it's not going to smear if they should get any moisture on them. This paper feeder holds up to 300 sheets of paper, which is 3/5 of a ream, and it says that it's expandable. If you take the pages out and put in 50 sheet capacity of tray for envelopes, you'll be able to print good top quality professional looking envelopes for the documents that you are putting out to a mass mailing. This printer is a little over $400, $419.99 or $450, and you can get some of these used for about $100. There are some refurbished that will even drop down to $60. So there are some good deals for a high-speed printing laser, but remember the toner might be a little bit more pricey, but you'll get so many more sheets out of a single cartridge. Take notice I did not mention anything about color. This thing is not mentioning any color on the prints. So if black printing, black and white, is suitable for you, this could be a very good printer for you. As I am making this recording, I am going to tell you that this is a printer that is a very recent release by HP, Hewlett Packard, and this is the OfficeJet Pro X551DW color printer. And this is not a laser, it is a inkjet. But hold on to your seat. This printer will print up to 70 pages a minute. A recent write-up on this is that HP has come out with a brand new standard for inkjet printers that they will be able to set the standard on its speed and also the capacity of how many pages for each cartridge is being used. It is an excellent printer. It's up to twice the speed and half the printing cost of a laser. they're bragging on that it uses so little amount of ink. The cartridges are a little bit more pricey, but you get so much more out of them. It is network ready, Ethernet, and also with Wi-Fi. It also is able to be an access point. It is also connected to the USB, which can go directly to your computer as it is equipped. So there's a lot of capabilities with this, to include duplexing, that's printing on both sides, and general office mode deliveries, up high quality prints at a top speed while saving ink, time, and money. Print brilliance at breakthrough speed with the same page width technology found in top-end digital presses. Tap and swipe the 4.3-inch color touchscreen. In other words, they have the touchscreen there for many different capabilities in this printer, to be able to log on to the internet and make it also available for being able to print wirelessly and sharing with your mobile devices, even with no network or router connected to it. And that means that all these printers that I've been talking about is very capable of using the web. And remember, you don't even need to have your computer turned on. Only leave your printer on and it'll go into standby mode and be able to respond when necessary.
I have presented to you 9 different models of printers and several different manufacturers of these printers as an example of what is available today in printing documents or pictures from your computer. I am not endorsing any one of them. I am not telling you what kind to get. I am not telling you how much to spend on your printer. All I'm doing is showing you some samples of middle class printers, which is about $100 or under, and also inexpensive printers that are much cheaper. And then I showed you a couple printers that are much more on the higher end. Your printing needs is not the same as anybody else. You might want to have some high capacity because of the projects that you might take on concerning different organizations or being able to do some special work. You might want a printer that will excel in better pictures. You might want some faxing. You might want to make some copies of different documents that come in. And when you're able to scan some documents into the printer, you might be able to have some capabilities to use the OCR, which is optical recognition characters, and be able to have a document on your printer that you can modify. There is a lot of different capabilities, but only consider what you need. By all means, consider the consumables. The consumables that I'm talking about is the paper, and I do suggest that you use good quality paper. The manufacturer will even say don't use recycled paper because of the dusting capabilities that can cause your printer to jam. To get the most out of your printer, you'll want to use premium copy paper, which is a little bit more pricey, but your printer will last much longer. It's according to how much money you have invested into it to what it's worth to you. So also you want to look at the price of the ink. The ink is probably more expensive than what the paper is. So pay attention to what the cost of the cartridge is that goes into your printer. Are you going to be able to afford to replace that cartridge when it's called for? Or are you going to have to put it off because your budget has much other priorities than getting the ink replaced in your printer? Buy only what you need. Don't buy something because it's so well advertised. Consider the advertisements as knowing what the capabilities are available to you. In the coming lessons, for 2 more parts, I'm going to talk to you how to take these printers and consider how they are installed on your computer to be able to get your computer working properly with this new equipment. Also, on the last part of this, I'm going to show you a demonstration of how printing is integrated with all the programs, or you can even print directly from the computer itself without the use of the programs. So there is a lot of capabilities using your printer, even to get print web pages coming down offline, and being able to have something in your hand to share with somebody. So be sure to go to these other 2 videos that I prepared for you and get a better understanding of how printing can be part of your computer experience.